the bride.
Hi. Today we're going to make restaurant quality lamb chops. I'm very excited. Are you? Let's begin.
This recipe is a great weekday meal to make. It contains meat, vegetables, and a lot of pantry items that you should probably have on hand. Preheat the oven to 425. First you want to wash them and take the ends off. Sometimes when you're breaking off the ends, it won't pop off, and that just means you just need to go further up on your asparagus until it does snap off. And now you're going to arrange the asparagus on your pan and get it all in one layer. Then take your olive oil and just put a little bit on top. And mix around the olive oil so it coats all the asparagus. Take your black pepper and freshly ground the pepper on top. Take some salt, about a teaspoon, and start to put some salt on top. And whatever you don't use, just throw over your shoulder. Now you're going to mix around the asparagus again and coat it with the salt and pepper. Now you're going to put your asparagus in your preheated oven. It's on the middle rack. Set your timer to 15 minutes. We have 3 lamb chops, and we're just going to start off by seasoning them. So what I like to do is take each of these seasonings and sprinkle it on a plate. Red chili pepper, you can just use a pinch of that, like about that much. Coat your plate with the freshly ground pepper. I like to use a lot of ground pepper, so I'm going to be pretty generous with the pepper. A half teaspoon of salt. Take your lamb chops and put them straight on the plate and push down to get them coated on one side, and then flip them the other side and press down. Make sure to get all the fat on the sides and the bone a little bit too. I like everything to have a pretty heavy layer of seasoning on it for this. Now turn your heat back up to medium-high. Take some olive oil and put it in the pan. You can be pretty generous to get a nice crispy outside to your lamb. The pan will get glossy when it's ready and nice and hot. Put your pan back on the heat. Take your chicken stock and put it in the pan to deglaze it. And it sounds like our asparagus is done, so turn the timer off, turn the oven off. This is about a quarter cup of chicken stock, and now I'm going to add about 1/8 of a cup of balsamic vinegar, and just let this cook on medium-low heat until it reduces down by half. Take your asparagus out of the oven. Stir it around just a little bit and let it sit here until the sauce for the lamb is done, so it keeps warm while you're finishing up the rest of the recipe. Take a look at our sauce. It's starting to reduce down some more. Turn the heat up a little higher so you quicken the process. Take a little taste test to see how it's coming along in terms of the salt level and the pepper. But I'm going to add a little bit of pepper and salt. Just a pinch of each of those. Give it a stir. While that finishes up, I'm going to take my plate and put the asparagus on. And you're going to pour sauce on top.
Beautiful. Yum! I can tell you love it. That concludes our video. Hope you enjoy it, and don't forget hit like and subscribe. Bye!